Can't see mine either.
Welcome in, West Tigers fans, to another episode of the West Tigers Life podcast, brought to you by the Summer Hill Hotel and on the West Tigers TV channel on YouTube. If you are watching on the YouTube, or if you're not watching on the YouTube and you're listening back on the audio, please do subscribe to our YouTube. We're pushing towards 3,500 subs, which is just insane. Don't brag too much, but the fact that we've got so many of you on board now, and the guy on my left doing such a good job with Mr. Bashara and the crew in the Claws Out podcast. Be sure to check out the Claws Out episodes from Sunday. Coach Adel as well. And Coach Adel jumped on the Teamlist preview yesterday as well. We've got the girls tomorrow as well on the Hear Her Raw podcast. Check out that tomorrow. And, of course, the West Tigers Fanatics boys as well, doing a great job. They're doing Mondays and Fridays. So if it is your first time on the West Tigers TV channel, stick around, hit subscribe. Thank you. Follow us on socials as well. Facebook, West Tigers TV, Instagram, West Tigers TV, and then West Tigers Life on X. If you want to hear our overreactions to the games. Summer Hill Hotel, the man on my right, we were there on Sunday. What a great day, apart from the last 50 minutes of the rugby league.
50 minutes.
But how good was the Summer Hill Hotel? Shane Hoff-Coet.
Fantastic. Evening, everyone. Hello, Gary. Welcome. It was a great day. We had about 40 people out there joined us.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
A special guest, Darcy Byrne, turned up. So thanks, Darcy, for coming out. That was a real... Yeah, I couldn't believe you were there.
It was an honor, crazy. And he came because
he sat up the back, very inconspicuous. I didn't know it was him until I gave him his raffle ticket. And he said, look, I don't want a raffle ticket.
Well, we had him on the show and people were saying in the comments, that's not really him.
Yeah.
It was him.
Yeah.
Check out, I put a clip up on our YouTube channel. Check it out. Talking about Leichhardt Oval.
It was a great day, great food. Thanks to Brandon and the staff for making us feel so welcome. Congratulations to Lily, who won the door prize. $50 voucher, I think it was.
Yep.
So it was a great day apart from the game.
Is there any truth to the rumour, Shane, that you were like charging people to speak to you and shake your hand?
No. Why would they want to do that?
No, they had to buy him a beer first.
He
did have a few. He had a few.
Had a couple. Public transport's always the way to go.
Gary, how are you this evening? Great work.
Well, mate.
Great work out of the Mic'd Up Studios this week on a couple of great pods already this week from you and the boys. Not a great game on Sunday, but hopefully bounce back this week.
It was an absolute bludger of a game on the weekend. One of the toughest games I've had to watch in a little while. Probably right back to the Melbourne Storm game last year since I've had a game that I enjoyed watching least.
Yeah, well, that's the game, obviously, corresponding game coming this week. So fingers crossed it's not a back-to-back and the boys do bounce back. Yes, moving on, we will give a shout-out. We are coming to you live from the iChoice studio, i.e. the offices of iChoice. Jason and his crew, if you're looking to... interest rates went up again.
Tell me about it.
What is going on? I don't understand economics or any of that jazz at all. The country's struggling, but
we can't help not spend.
To put the bloody how are interest rates going up?
Interest rates are going up because we're spending more money, and the reason we're spending more money is because everything's more expensive. Anyway, this is a football show.
Dumb. It's dumb, but Jason and his team can help. It's probably the best time to jump in before interest rates do go up. Jason will give you a good deal. 9743-0000. Jason, you can talk footy with him, talk Tigers with him. His crew are awesome here at iChoice, and thank you to him and the crew for supporting our show. And all right, let's talk. So as you said, let's talk some footy.
Yep.
Hoff, bit of news. Actually, we'll do. Yes, start out with our comments there, Jay. So, shouts to the Summer Hill Hotel. We're giving us some vouchers. So many vouchers, Shane.
Vouchers coming out of our a-hole.
Yep. So you can buy Shane more beers the next time we're there in a couple of weeks' time, when we're going to do a trivia night for a bye week. So keep an eye out in the details for that. But comments of the week, we're going to do these straight up because you can vote. If you're watching live on YouTube, you can vote for whoever wins the voucher, $25 voucher, isn't it? $25, which will get you, what?
It'll get you 2 beers or it'll get you a lovely lunch. I had the steak sandwich on the weekend and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Sensational. Quick service too. Came very quickly.
And the kitchen was right. It's like right there.
right there.
Yeah. It's very, very convenient. Keegan Powell, who picked you? Actually, you Rob technically picked Keegan. You both picked Keegan. Picked behind the curtains. They both picked your comment, Keegan. But he said we were the better team in the first half, winning the yardage battle. Calm down, Gary. I know you don't argue. Don't argue. Don't argue.
You've had your say.
You don't have to argue
that
one.
You don't have to argue. You've had your argument.
You've had your say.
We had lots of comments of people. It's like mum and dad are fighting again. Cronulla. This is back to what Keegan said. Cronulla bullied us in the second half like we have been doing to teams. They rolled down the field too easily. Errors were costly every time. I didn't think this team had a game like this in them. Kim R's been picked again. Gary's picked Kim. Kim R was in the vote last week as well, such as Gary wasn't aware but that's fine. We'll roll again. Kim, you were picked by Gary. You said we were behind the 8 ball to start without Buller and Appy, and then to lose AD after 10 minutes was disappointing. Our right side defence was non-existent, and the Sharks went there all day. Too many errors. Saw us have 3 tackles in their half in the second stanza. We need to forget that game and move on, but I feel heartbreak coming over the next 3 weeks. So Gary obviously liked a bit of the doom and gloom of your comment there, Kim. Gary Rockcliffe, he said that was picked by Hoff. The game was there for the taking. Game for the raking. The game was there for the raking.
Taking was a typo.
But far too many errors in our own half. Completion rate terrible, and our resilience was poor today. And right side was absolutely shocking. Toa is not a first grader, nor is Tavana at fullback. Pick ourselves up and start again against Melbourne. Go Tigers. So if you're watching on the YouTube stream right now, Keegan, Kim, or Gary, send us your vote, and whoever has the most votes at the end of the show wins the $25 voucher to the Summit Hill Hotel. And as I said, we'll be there Monday, not the
25th, Monday the 25th, 7:30. And again, it's not going to be a West Tigers, it's going to be an NRL trivia.
NRL trivia, yep.
So we thought we'd just open it up to not just West Tigers fans, but to everyone, get more people in there. I'm sure, we're all NRL aficionados. I know just as much about the Storm, I think, and West Tigers. But
well, lucky for me, I'm going to make the question, so I'll know all the answers. Righto, moving on to West Tigers news, and lots to talk about since our show was last on air. The Buller and the Mays, so a plural of Mays, singular for Buller, have re-signed until 2030. Gary, I guess you've had your say on clause on this. So I'll go to Hoff first. We had a little bit of a say on the stream, but if you didn't tune in the stream on Sunday, how good for this club?
Oh, it's great. It happened. I'm glad it happened so quick. That probably comes down to Jerome announcing his departure, so we could use that money quite quickly. And it was great to wrap them all up because, I know we had a lot of fans worried or a little bit concerned that there may be an exodus after Jerome, but that's been put to bed. So we can now just look forward to the next couple of years, having that same spine, some of those same players. And we're also working on, I heard not Spencer Leniu, Latu and Sam Fainu as well. So again, we wrap them up. We're home and hosed.
Yeah, for me, my biggest worry when Jerome left was definitely the chance of other players following him. As soon as we announced that signing of the May brothers, I was a lot more comfortable, a lot more happier, and a lot more content in the direction that we're going. So I think we paid for those signings. I think we've paid good money for all 3 of them, but it's something we needed to do. We needed that good publicity to come out of those signings, and it's the right move by the club.
Yeah.
Gary, I'll get you to which comment? Jesse's mentioned it there. The Fainus apparently in talks this week to extend as well. What's the latest you've heard there?
Well, I haven't heard much about the conversations going on with the Fainus, but again, they're key signings for this club. Sam Fainu is in the conversation for the best second rower in the game on the form that he showed at the start of this year. We need to get him signed up. We need it to be a long-term deal because over the next 5 years, he's going to play the best football of his career, and I want that to be at the West Tigers.
Absolutely. And yeah,
We can,
Add
and
to
we
that.
can, we did all this with the Mays and Buller, because that 1.2 mil, years gone by, we would have used that to try and sign a marquee player like a Jerome, but we don't have to anymore. So we could use that money, and it just shows our depth. It just shows where we're heading as a club, that we can, afford to, top a couple of players' contracts up and do it quick. It may have only been 100, 200,000 we needed, and we've been able to do that because of Jerome leaving. So I can't wait going forward.
Shane, are you confident in the club's ability to internally cover the loss of Luai in the halves?
Oh, time will tell. Depends on how Latu comes out. Depends on how well AD stays, or how long AD stays in form. Hopefully forever. So that's, how can I answer that? You're not sure.
Yeah, I can see AD was saying, well, AD stay healthy too, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
The shoulder doesn't, he's obviously got an injury plague past. So injuries is a big thing for us.
We've got a tough.
We're a top 4 team potentially.
But we got to remember.
We stay healthy.
We got to remember that we got a tough couple of weeks coming up. Tough probably 2 months, because when Dream comes back, when Appy comes back, they won't have played for a while. They're not just going to come back into top form. Dream might need 1 or 2 games for him to get back to his best. So we've got to get we just got to support the side and just ride through this shitty period that we're about to go through. It'll test everyone. It'll test the fans. It'll test Benji, the coaching staff. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, as they say.
The hard thing over the next 2 months is the positions we have the least depth in, the positions that are hardest for us to cover are hooker, second row, and fullback. And you have a look at, that's the majority of what we've got out at the moment. Yep. Along with Adam Dewey, he's been playing the halves. I think we can cover that a little bit better, and we can cover those other positions, because once we get past those starters in those positions, it's fairly dire what we put out on the field.
Well, there's a rumor going around Spencer Linu on the outer at the Roosters. I don't know about you guys, but if the Roosters can if we can get him on a Terrell May style Roosters chip in and get him across, obviously I've heard a lot of people saying we've got too many good front rowers, but I mean, Spencer Linu is an Origin quality one. Like,
you'd grab him in a second.
Yeah, he would be amazing. I mean, you could probably maybe move Pole to the bench and start him, or vice versa, or however. I mean,
why is he on the outer? Like, what's he done at the? Like,
why was May on the outer at the Roosters? So it doesn't take a lot.
He's a Westie. He's too much of a Westie. They don't like Westies there.
And
their loss.
And what it does for me is that bench is going to be elite if you get Lino across to the club. Yep. You're really pushing Seyfarth out of that number 17.
Will you be okay with that?
Yeah, I'll be devastated. But that's really the result that you'll get from it. And if you then have a bench that will have, like, you have probably Latu, and then you've got Hunt, and then you got Linu or Pole, depending which way you go, that's an elite bench. And I think that takes us to another level. And if you can get that done where we're not paying a lot of money, yes, we've got a lot of depth in props, but it doesn't hurt to have an extra one.
Oh, agreed.
Even if we get him, because there's rumours he's going to go PNG, if we can get him for 1.5 years, like if he technically sign with PNG and then sign with us?
Well, he's been told he can look around.
Yeah.
So there's no reason why he can't sign a contract now with PNG and then sign one with us as well.
I'd take him for 18 months.
So he would have to sign, if he was going to do. Why he can't sign with PNG and then sign with us for the next 18 months.
Jay, you've taken a bit of. You saw my Westie. You didn't like my Westie comment, or you think you just mentioned in the chat that Tedesco, Camden's not really a Westie. A Westie, by definition, is like the guy on my right, like Rudy Hill, Mount Druitt,
God's
St.
country.
Mary's.
Yeah. Oh, it wouldn't be like the Roosters to have a standard. Say people like Politis say they're going to hold everyone to a standard, and then immediately give it away and give up for someone else. Radley.
Well, and I also think that Tedesco assimilated to that eastern suburbs culture quite well. He went and got his new teeth and he was fine to go.
I mean, he's Italian. It's great coffee in the eastern suburbs, apparently. So I'm sure it also helps when you get put up in free rent in Vaucluse with your brother as well, which I know for a fact is true. That Politis literally gives him. I mean, we do the same thing. We put up players in. It was Breakfast Point. I think our players are living in Wentworth Point now because I've seen a few.
You've been stalking them?
Well, I live near Wentworth Point.
Following them home from training?
I've been informed by a friend who lives in Wentworth Point. He saw KPP at the local cafe down there the other day. Taruv has been spotted around. My son was actually at a park, and the mum, the wife of who was it? Was it Tristan Hope? I'm pretty sure it was Tristan Hope. My son was actually playing with Hope's kid at the park, and his wife came and introduced and said, "Oh, he's basically." Did I tell this story in the show yet? Did I tell? Okay.
No. Just
basically said, "Oh, my husband plays with the West Tigers. He's not that good, but like he's." I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but basically said, "Oh, you might not know who he is."
So I was going to ask if your son ran over his son because
maybe my son. Did I show the video of my son putting a former West Tigers player's son scored 4 tries and put a former West Tigers player's son on the skates. Actually, I saw Nelly. Shouts to Nelly. She was working in the canteen. Remember Nelly, West Tigers fan, goes to all the games. You know it. You saw her. She was Enfield. Shout the Enfield Federals. She was working in the canteen. As well. Righto, moving on to some press conference clips. Oh, injuries. Any injury updates? Obviously, Samuela out for 12, AD about 5. Gary's, have I missed any there?
Yeah, 4 to 5. He's hoping, I heard last night he's hoping for 4. He's doing a lot of work to try and get back in 4. But
lucky we've got a buy.
And we've got a buy, so that's...
When those announcements came out yesterday, though, they were a lot worse than what I was expecting. That one with Sam Fainu being out for 3 months, that's a big blow for the club. I really don't know how we're going to cover that over the next 3 months. If you have a look, we struggled to score points in that red zone earlier in the season.
Yep.
Sam Fainu was the one who was probably creating the most opportunities in the red zone. So it's going to be a big job. It's Sione this weekend, but whoever is in that role long term has a huge role to play.
We've got some tech issues. What are the complaints at the moment? All fixed now? Okay. Apparently you didn't sound very good, Gaz, but
never does.
Yeah, I don't think that had anything to do with that tech. I think that was just.
It's just the beard. It's just the vibration of the beard on the mic.
Maybe Rob muted me
remotely. He's haunting these walls.
He has the power for that anyway.
Righto, let's do some press conference clips from Benji and Jerome after the game. They're under the videos there. I believe I uploaded them there.
I can't accept things that revolve around effort. 40 mistakes in that I can accept, but effort, no.
Just, I know people look at the outside and say you've been on this very good start to the year. The last week at Harvey, people would look at it from the outside and think it's been a bit of a distraction. How do you think that affected that?
Yeah, well, we've had...
it's a young group, right?
Yeah, we've had things that have been distractions all year, like outside in, to be fair. So it's no excuse. If anything, I probably need to look at, from a coaching point of view, what I did during the week that made us change our mindset and the way we want to play. So the buck starts and stops with me. So I need to figure that out and go and really look deep into it. But I know with my team, we can turn it around pretty quickly. But we're just going to have to hurt and go through that and learn.
Adam, what's the situation with him?
Yeah, his shoulder dislocated, and they put it back in, so he'll get a scan tomorrow. Again, unsure of the time, but we've had a couple of those, so it's probably around 4 weeks, maybe 6.
Yeah, Benji there, Shane, talking about no excuses, but he said something about changing what he did during the week. Do you think there was anything that happened during the week, or do you think it's just what
It was a smoky. And Benji, again, as always, hit it out of the park in that press conference. He just said it was putrid, and it was.
And the way he takes ownership for it, that's Wayne Bennett. As soon as pressure goes on to teams Wayne Bennett coaches, he uses himself as a distraction. Benji's doing the same thing. He's taking ownership for what's going on. That's to take a little bit of the heat off the players. Now, we saw by the changes he's made this week, he's put the heat on the players behind closed doors, but publicly, he took ownership of that disaster on the weekend, and that's the growth, that's the evolution of Benji Marshall that we're seeing. His press conferences this year, he's hit it out of the park every time. He's been outstanding.
You're not wrong.
Righto, let's go to the next clip there, Mr. DJ.
Down to a bit of resilience there. As Benji said, we can accept errors. It's what we do after that. We didn't really defend our try line, so a bit of a reality check for us. It's time to put our egos aside and walk towards next week and review.
How do you make sure that this game doesn't impact your entire season now?
Starts tomorrow. Starts in review. We take ownership and accountability of the way we performed tonight. Make sure it doesn't happen again.
And you honestly getting up for the day after the week you've had tonight?
No, easy.
It was easy, yeah?
Yep.
You don't think that had an impact at all?
No.
With the big week you've had?
No.
Okay. And Benji, the young winger, and that had a tough day. Tavana, I don't know if you've spoken to him yet, or what will you say to him, I suppose, after a day like that?
Yeah, you got to take the good with the bad. Like, he brings a lot of good things to our team. I thought in his first 2 games, he's had no dramas of catching, so he might be a bit low in confidence, but we've got to fill him back up. And everyone makes mistakes, and Jerome just said it. Like, with our team, we play a brand of footy that's going to have mistakes sometimes, but it's what you do after it. And that's the part that I'm not happy with, is what we did after it.
Yeah, Gary, Benji taking a bit of heat off young Tino there. Of course, bit of a debate over his performance on your show the other night with Mr. Bashara. But, yeah, Benji basically making the point that Coach did, that he's had good games this year, he needs his confidence back and that sort of thing. A tough day for the young kid.
Yeah, it was a really tough day. I'm sure he walked off the field with the belief that he'd cost his side the game on the weekend. Same thing happened to Makasini a couple of weeks ago, where I think he would have went off the field feeling his efforts or his errors had cost the team the game. So that we've had that a couple of times from young guys. I think Benji's handled it perfectly.
Yep.
I'm sure he's had a really good conversation with him through the week about what going back to New South Wales Cup means, what Benji wants to see from him, and his way back to first grade. That's what's really crucial when you're making these decisions, is that communication around how to get back to where you want to be, which is in the NRL team.
Comment from Claws Out Podcast in the comments. I think that's Junior running that account. So I don't think it had anything to do with Luai PNG. We're going deep into our roster. Sukar was the 24th different player we've used this year. Yeah, I think the injuries are more of an excuse, Hoff, than the Jerome thing. Like, the boys would have been, the boys would have been happy for him. I think it's just we ran out of talent. We literally lost our half. Like, it's just.
But Tavana, he did some good things in that second half. It wasn't 80 minutes of shit. He went a lot better in that second half, and he wasn't alone. His mate Stafford didn't do a lot to help things out there. So I'm not going to just say it was Tino. Unfortunately for Tino, they scored quite quickly after those mistakes in the first half, so it probably made the mistakes look a lot worse. But
and the same thing happened to Macca. The Broncos literally scored pretty much straight after Macca's mistake. So I guess you got to try and defend.
And I will defend that right edge a little bit. They were really poor on the weekend, but Kai Pearce-Paul, who's been very strong out on that right edge, didn't play. Yeah. Adam Dewey, who defensively has been great, went off 10 minutes into the game. So they lost their leaders. The other one who's been out there is Taruva. He was moved to fullback. So that right edge going into the game, what we've put out on the field all season, wasn't there. And it just fell apart. So they lost all their leaders. They pretty much, there wasn't anyone who's actually played on that right edge this season still out there 10 minutes into the game. So I can see reasons why that performance happens, but we do need to be better. That's not the next man up mentality.
I think we've got one more clip, but before that, people are asking about your jacket. Hoff. Which Vinnies did you get that from?
Not even going to entertain.
We're
that with an
broadcasting in
answer.
black and white tonight. Is that the?
No, it keeps him warm. It's a 1991 West Magpies jacket. Probably worth more
It
than
probably is worth a bit of money. Just,
it is.
What brand is it? X-Blades.
Blade,
Early
yeah,
X-Blades.
old school.
I had a pair of black X-Blades in the mid-90s as well when they first came on the scene. There you go. All right, what do we got there, Jay? One more clip.
Again, defensively, I think we've been really good to start the season. Today was completely different side defensively.
Andrew, you mentioned the defence, second best in the comp coming in today. I think the most you can see is 22.
Yep.
52 today. Can you put your finger on how it fell off a cliff so much?
Say that again, sorry.
I think before today, most you could see was in game was 22. Today you can see 52. Can you put your finger on how it fell away so rapidly today?
Yeah, I thought I just sort of explained it a little bit. Defensively, we weren't good enough. And they ran hard and seemed to make meters at will. And that comes down to effort and attitude. And we can't accept that. Well, as a coach, I can't accept it. But again, that comes back to me too, because if we've been up for every game today, we weren't for whatever reason, I've got to look at what I'm doing as a coach.
I did need to develop them and let them have opportunities in first grade, but also, I guess, make sure they don't get their confidence knocked around.
Yeah, it's tough. The thing with NRL, it's hard. And you got to pay a price physically every week in, week out, and mistakes are going to happen. But I think what I like is how the perceptions changed that we're a better team, and we got better than what we played tonight, and people are actually sort of expecting us to win.
Yeah, the defense obviously racking up 50 points. But in my opinion, that game, in the modern game, scores can rack up pretty quickly. And I haven't got the try timeline in front of me, but how many of the tries were scored in the last 20 minutes or so? And we just didn't have it. And once teams got the roll and got the ball and we had no possession as well. The boys were just gassed. We're down a bench player because AD's gone off.
We made 173 more tackles in that game.
Yeah.
In Cronulla. That says
just,
it all.
Yeah, it's just once Cronulla got on a roll, you just snowball effect. Just fatigued, and then they score again. You give the ball back, fatigue, score again. Reckon it sucks for our for and against, but the good thing is none of your points carry on to the next weekend. And racking up 50 mentally, it sucks. And it's the whole, you can't win the premiership now. Not that we were expecting to win the premiership anyway.
2005, didn't North Queensland beat us by 50 in round 3?
No one's ever lost. No one's ever had 50 put on it.
Would have been about 48, 46.
Yeah, it was 40s or something. Yeah.
46, 50, same thing.
We got carved up by...
Same thing.
Well, it's not.
Let's not get into semantics.
There are maybe 3 sides who could have...
I think Parra put a score on us too.
But the difference was goal kicking. So same number of tries, just conversion rate.
Yeah. Okay.
Between the 50-sider team being the premiers.
That's true.
We got lapped in 2005 and still won the comp. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think Parra put a score on us. There's a trivia question coming up.
But the big one for me is every team's had an off week in this comp this season. Penrith's had off weeks. They've had a couple off weeks. And up until last weekend, I thought we were the most consistent side in the comp because we hadn't had that off week. It was our turn last weekend. And now it's about, we've got a lot of injuries, but now it's about how we back up from that. We can't afford to go on a run of losses, because that's how you drop out of the race for the top 8. It's really important that we turn this around and next man up, and we get out in the field and we put our best foot forward.
I honestly think if Adam doesn't get injured in this game, we could have won it. And it's people.
We would have won it.
People go, "Oh, you lost by 50," but as I said, sliding doors moment when Adam goes off. As Rob made the point on clause out, that meant the Latu injection is ruled out because you got to bring in Jock. Latu probably would have played over Jock, which injects a bit more attack and that sort of thing. It's just the whole rotation and momentum, taking and Adams. Talk about Samuela having a career year. Adams having a career year as well. He's been incredible for us. Scored a great try again. He was on fire, scoring tries himself as well. A massive change. When we were watching at the Summer Hill Hotel, we were thinking we could win. Like,
I was confident at half time.
yeah.
I said it before.
We thought we could actually win that, and then, second half just got away from us. So I don't think we should read into the injuries. If Samuel doesn't get injured, I put it this way, I was fine until I saw Samuel getting chaired off. I would have. That was when I was devastated. When they racked up 50, I'm like, whatever. Nico Hines is having his typical non-September fucking good performance. Samuel getting carried off, that's when my heart was broken.
It was a double bugger.
Because knowing our best player won't play next week when we get another chance to win hurts more than having 50 put on you.
We just got to hope Melbourne have one more off week.
One more. Just one more. Then you can go on your finals run. Please.
Get out of the piss or something. Sunday on the Saturday night or something. Do something.
All right, good, bad, and ugly. Who wants to go first this week for the good, bad, and ugly?
I couldn't find anything good.
It's going to be tough
on Sunday. It's a toss-up between, the experience of Summer Hill Hotel.
Yeah, I'm going to say the beers.
And I'd be a little bit personal here and just give a shout-out to Winston Hills Tigers under 16s.
Okay.
We upset the Premiers, Wenny, on Saturday out at Ringrose Park. It was a great victory. Even had a tear in my eye. It was a great.
You beat the Magpies. The Tigers beat the Magpies,
and I couldn't have been any happier. I got to say, so well done, Winston Hills. Let's belt Marconi this week.
Marconi. A lot of Italians in that team.
No,
it's not like the soccer.
I don't think so.
Is it the same as the soccer? Like Marconi is in the
it's
soccer
the same.
club? Yeah, right.
Sometimes we play on the stadium. Sometimes we play next door on the shitty park.
Yeah, right. There you go.
That was my good. I couldn't, unfortunately. Maybe Alex Twal. He played very well. 63 tackles, I think he made.
So great. You just stole my good.
Oh, sorry.
Like right at the very end.
Wait.
So my good was Alex
Twal. Shane's son's winning was your good. Is that what you're saying?
Alex Twal, 63 tackles was my good. So thanks, mate.
Sorry, mate.
Like, can't just do one. You had to throw in.
I tried to get something from the game.
Yeah, there was two good things in the whole game, and
we'll use the other one. What was the other one?
I don't know. I forgot what it was.
The Jocks break up the middle. That was a good moment
until he passed the ball.
Yeah,
Terrell May made 50-something tackles. So that was a good.
Yeah, thanks.
Our left side was good. I guess they didn't score down that end. All right, bad. This will be pretty easy, I assume. Find some bad from a bad day, bad Sunday afternoon.
You can't go past just the injuries. It's worse than bad. 12 weeks. We're gonna, these players will be out for, Sam Wells 12 weeks. Give him another 2 weeks after that to get back into how he was playing. The injuries definitely is my bad.
Yeah, my bad's the scoreline and letting Cronulla. I hate bullies, and they are flat track bullies, and we gave them a flat track to play on Sunday, and so that's my bad.
All these injuries, it sucks. I was thinking today, it's like that freaking hip drop bullshit with Appy, losing him for 3 weeks. If Appy was in the side this week, how much does your confidence raise for this week?
Rob Jr. just said the full-time siren.
Full-time.
Was good.
That's senior. Is it senior? Right? Is it senior? Is it okay?
Well, that leads me into my ugly. Some of Robichaud's takes on claws out on.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Rob.
Ugly.
I'm with you, Rob.
Mate, Rob. As soon as Shane is agreeing with you, it's time to recheck your opinion.
I actually agree with him as well. I think.
Hey, that's just more proof for me.
I think our lines. I thought we came out and played well, and it was just we lost momentum once Adam went off. I think we were leading the game. I don't know how you can argue. We were literally winning the game.
You think the defensive aggression that we've played with over the first 2 months of the competition was there?
I think there was signs of it to start with, and then we just fatigued and just physically couldn't. And the wind was a big factor as well.
Cronulla weren't that good in the first half.
Yeah.
Cronulla weren't that good in the entire game.
They weren't. They weren't. I agree.
I think
even worse.
I think Rob is right. I don't think there was a lack of effort in that start. I think the game just got away from us in the end.
So time to change your opinion. Look who's agreeing with you, Rob.
The Summer Hill Hotel, maybe the TV we're watching had a different game on or something. I don't know.
They had two 85-inch TVs there.
Yeah.
We weren't missing
You
much.
think I was watching on a Matchbox?
Well, I don't know where you're watching it, to be fair.
Ugly. What's ugly? Have we done ugly yet?
I did ugly.
You did ugly? What's
You
your? No, he's
Mine
done,
was
he's done
one.
ugly.
Oh, Toa and Tavana. They were my uglies. Again, no surprises.
Mm.
Again, Toa has to cop some responsibility. It's Tavana this, Tavana that. As I said, Toa is just as bad, and he's got a lot more experience. He should know better. I don't know whether he's still carrying an injury or he's just off, but he's not the Stafford Toa we know and love from early last year.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
He is still not healthy. He still has
I
an
don't
issue.
think he is. I don't think
There's
he
still
is.
an issue there. He needs to get that sorted. His career's done if that's not sorted.
Yeah.
Mm. All right, let's get into your player ratings. Thank you to everyone who voted. And just a reminder, if you are watching on the YouTube stream, make sure you get your votes in for the best comment from these forms. For those who don't know, keep an eye on our socials because I send out a Google form and then you can rate each player out of 10 and also leave your rant of the week, and that can go and win you a $25 voucher at the Summerhill Hotel. Twally again. I think Twally's been at the top.
Thoroughly deserved.
He's been at the top nearly every week. 7.24. That's 7.24 might be a bit under there. Adam Dewey, who only played, what did Adam play? 20 minutes. His second was 7.18. Taylor May, 6.8.
Yeah, I'm
there.
surprised.
Samuel
Yeah.
Afenu, 6.5. Terrell, 6.5. Luke got a 6. Fanua got a 6. Fanua got a 5, and everyone else got a fail mark. Down the bottom, of course, Tino. I think it's 2 points. It's cut off at the end there. 2.25. I'm surprised Tino got a 2, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Rob gave him a negative.
If that was an option, he probably would have. But yeah, not a great day. If ever there was, you say there's no 10s, that might have been a 0 for poor Tino on the weekend.
Surprised Taylor. Look, do you guys think Taylor May had a great game?
He held up.
I thought he was very
They didn't
quiet.
score down his
Yeah,
side.
he held up that left
His defense
there.
was
Aggressive
okay.
in
His
defense.
defense was okay, but his attack.
We didn't
Yeah.
have any ball.
Yeah.
No, he only made 74 meters, and probably 50 of that was that try he scored.
Yeah, no, I thought he was really strong defensively.
Defensively, he was.
He owned that left edge along with Luai. So yeah, I was very happy with his game. Apart from his little bit of ill discipline and an error as well. So outside of that, I was quite happy with his game.
Just thought we'd get more in attack from him.
Jerome Luai only got 4.5. A lot of people having to go at Jerome. Obviously, he's on the big money, so big responsibility. But again, we didn't have any ball for him to do anything. Like I don't.
That's a bit unfair.
When you got, we're just tackling all, especially in that second half. What do you expect Jerome to do? He was part of the good nice try off the scrum that we scored. If you've got to go no ball, and what's he going to do?
I thought he was very good.
Yeah.
Defensively, very strong on that edge.
Yeah.
And as you said, his ball for Sam Fainu to go through that gap. Sam Fainu runs a beautiful line on that play, but it was a really nice ball that Luai threw to put him through the gap.
Yeah.
I thought he was really good on the weekend. So I get that there's probably a lot of disappointment around his decision, and there was already a little bit of disappointment. When you are on that big money, the conversation always comes about whether you're living up to it.
Yeah.
So I think it's just part of having a contract like that. But I thought he was good on the weekend.
Yeah, I think people are looking at it, through a lens, as you said. He didn't look like a $1.2 million player, but the rest of the $9 million in the salary cap didn't play well around him, and we were missing probably $4 million worth of players. So yeah, there wasn't much he can do.
Benji copped it as well. Don't know why he's sitting at 16.
Yeah, 4.5 down there for
the coach.
Benji. I mean, what
he gave him a game plan, they didn't do it. It's not Benji's fault.
Yeah, I guess it's based on the result for the coach.
The only thing I could kind of think about that is there were a lot of people who thought he should have made a change on the wing when Tavana was having his difficulties. But after the Adam Dewey injury, I
Yeah.
don't think he had an option of putting Skelton out there at that
But
point.
I like how Benji just doesn't crucify them. Like we'll see Tavana again, just like we saw Luke Lowlee. You know, everyone wanted his head a couple of weeks ago, and he's managed to make a comeback, and he's had some good games.
I don't understand why Skelton can't get picked. I think Skelton has been decent for us and a solid job.
He's made 2 really boneheaded errors.
The Rabbitohs game?
The Rabbitohs game where he tries to knock the ball dead, and there was another game where he passed in goal. So those 2 errors, I think that's what you get from him. You get a guy who can get you good yardage coming out of your own end, but he's also a guy that can do some really dumb stuff. And I some people disagree with me. I'd prefer to stick with the kid who made a couple of errors than put a guy in there who's been in and around first grade for how long now, who keeps on coming up with really poor decisions.
Fair enough. Righto. Team list time. Moving on to the game against the Melbourne Storm on Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We know there's plenty of you that listen to the show. All right. Heath Mason is at fullback. Sunia's back to the wing. Luke and Taylor on one side. Patrick Herbert comes back into the side on, I assume, on Sunia's side, according to the numbers there. Jerome Luai is joining Jock Madden as he did for 3/4 of the game last week. Terrell and Fanua in front row again. Tristan Hope retains his spot at hooker. Sione replaces his brother in the back row, and Kaipis Paul is back, thank God. Alex Twal at 13, and the bench is Latu.
Bunty's back.
Bunty's getting
back. Bunty's in.
But Bunty's debut, club debut. Finally got some orange on his back, thank God. Alex Seyfarth, Royce Hunt, Maverick Geyer, and Jarrell Skelton. Could we get a Maverick? Do you think Maverick Geyer will get a run, Gaz?
I think there is a chance. Adel mentioned yesterday on the preview show about how difficult it would be to have both Hunt and Bunty come on due to the fact they're both struggle a little bit laterally. They are both high impact, kind of short minute sort of players. So it's very interesting to see how that will play out. Adel predicted that Bunty probably won't get on the field.
He did say that, yeah.
And that if we do go with a fourth interchange player, that it's likely it quite possibly could be Geyer.
And of course, his uncle played in Melbourne for many years as well. Uncle Matt.
Are you guys happy with Heath Mason and him getting the call up?
Yeah, I think Sania on the wing makes more sense, and Heath. Yeah, I think Heath will be fine. He had a good game against Newtown. Last week.
I think that's
he wasn't playing.
He was playing centre,
playing the centres, but yeah, I mean he's earned a call up, and fullback is where he would slot in the best, I guess. I mean, what would the other option be other than Sunia retaining it? I just think Sunia, you got to have Sunia on the wing.
Agreed.
Yeah. What about you, Gaz?
I'm not a Mason fan at all, but I understand why we've done it. Taruva is arguably, and in my opinion, the best winger in the game coming out of his own end. He's not the biggest guy, but he's the speed he hits the ball up, his ability to get in between players, get a quick play of the ball, and almost break through that line a number of times. And he'll do it some sets twice in a set. So his ability to get you moving forward, I think, is crucial to the style of football we've been playing this year. He drives a lot of our field position. The reason we've been winning field position is through a lot of the work that Taruva has been doing. So I understand why Benji Marshall would want him desperately back on that wing. And I don't really see another option other than Mason to play that role. I also think in attack, Mason will suit the kind of sweep plays better than Taruva does. Taruva gets into those sweep plays, and that's not really his go.
Yeah.
If I was coaching, Taruva would be playing a very different role to what Buller plays in your side if he's playing fullback. He'd be playing a lot more through the middle. So I think Mason suits that sweep play a lot more than what Taruva does.
Yep. Anything else on the team list, Hoff, that kind of Kaipi's Paul being back is
That would
huge?
definitely help. Yeah, you look at this back line, apart from Sewer, this Melbourne Storm back line is horrible at the moment. Both Will Warbrick, Jack Howth, and Nick Meaney are all running in concrete boots at the moment. I don't know what's going on with them, but again, I'm not confident about the weekend. But I look at the team list. You know, we've still got an okay side up against, you know, apart from Harry Grant, you know, Jerome Hughes, the rest, and Sewer, the rest are just out of form. I don't rate their forwards too much at the moment, apart from, you know, even Stefano, he's hot and cold. He'll probably have a blinder now, I've said that. But
did I put the Melbourne Storm slide on, Jay? Oh, thank you. Couldn't remember if I did it or not.
But our forwards have got them covered, and our bench has got them covered.
Although they got a
I've been saying that
quality back rower in.
So why aren't you
Sean
getting
Borthwick.
a Shane?
Sorry?
So what is it?
Oh, I'm one of these ones
confident?
that I'm just one of these people that just think it's time. And I know I've been saying for a while with Melbourne, but with the Craig Bellamy situation, they're going to come out there as a different side. I don't think they were that bad against the Dolphins, Melbourne. And now they're coming home. We're, you know, listing a side that is missing half our spine. Yeah, again, I hate being negative, but I can't see us winning.
Who's missing from Melbourne? Do they have any injuries or any outs?
Coates.
So Xavier, is that Xavier Coates?
Xavier Coates.
I mean, he always carves us up. So that's a good. He
So
carved us up
that's
last
good.
year.
And I'm pleased. I hope I get proven wrong.
So I think we can win the forwards battle, and as most people are aware, I didn't think we won it last weekend, but I think we can win that forwards battle this weekend, and that goes a long way to winning the game for us. I still have concerns around Hope in that hooker role. I'm not a huge fan of him in that role. We miss so much with Appy not being there.
Yep.
If Appy was there, I think we win this game 9 times out of 10. Without him there, I think it's a lot closer, but I still think we can win that forward battle. And I quite like the back line we have this weekend. I'm a little bit worried around the halves, how that's going to work, because we haven't seen Madden and Luai play together. But
They've had a week.
They have had a
work
week,
on it,
and
so-
last week they went into that
Although
game.
Jerome didn't train today.
Yeah, no, he didn't. So it could even be worse if he isn't able to front up this weekend. So I'm not going to say this is a definite win, but I'm confident that we can win that forward battle, and that will go a long way to winning us the game.
Yeah, Appy, as I said earlier in the show, it's such bullshit that he got 3 weeks for that cover tackle. But anyway, we addressed that 3 weeks ago. If he's in this week, I'd tip us.
He is our most important player at this point in time. He's the on-field leader of our side. I think he drives our line speed, and I think he just adds so much to our team around the ruck. He makes what he does for our forwards in getting them in positions where it's 1-on-1 with a defender, or at least 2-on-1 with a defender. I think that can't be underestimated, and I hope that isn't able to do that.
I think we beat Cronulla last week. I think
100%.
Appy plays against Cronulla, we win. Who did we play the week before? We won the week before, didn't we?
We played Canberra.
We beat Canberra. That's right. That's when he got suspended. So there's 1, 2.
He's his second. He's got one more after
this. He's got one more. Jesus. Oh, that's right. He's going to miss Magic Round as well.
One thing we do have
Bloody
is
hell.
strike in the grandstand, and that strike goes by the name of Brocker. Brocker will be there on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Our friend of the show.
In Melbourne. Yep. Our correspondent.
He'll be there.
So are you saying it's his fault?
He was here last year
No.
too.
But he'll be doing his best to get us across the line. I can guarantee you that.
He should
Shout out
be.
to you, Brocker. We love you,
He
mate.
should be the halftime entertainment. Man, that's about the tour with the.
Well, that's what I said
Guns
during
N'
the other night.
Roses.
At least he gets to hear Thunderstruck, if anything. So, he loves his AC/DC. We all know
I loves
that.
him.
so.
He played.
He was in that cover band, yeah.
band. AC/DC, one of the best cover bands. Love you, Brocco. I hope it's a better day for you than it was last year.
I hope it pisses down rain. 20% chance, they're saying.
20% chance. So you're telling me there's a chance? It's Melbourne. It could rain. It could be anything.
It could rain, get sunny, rain, and then snow.
Yeah.
Righto, moving on to what have we got next on the agenda? There's a trivia time. It is trivia time.
Who wins and why?
Who wins? Who wins? Oh, you want to do who? Oh, score predictions. All right, before we trivia, score predictions. Let us know in the comments.
Melbourne 13 plus, unfortunately.
I think we'll get it in a close one because we can win in the forwards.
Yeah, I'll go Storm. I can see it coming down to a referee decision that I complain about next week, 24-20. Right.
Adam G isn't going to be on our side this week. One of the finest referees, the NRL.
Yeah, he'll. Yeah, I can see that. I can see the arm waving.
Couple of 6 agains.
I can see Harry Grant getting plenty of 6 agains and Tristan Hope getting none. Again, that's another good thing. Appy would find as penalties as well. All right, moving on to trivia. Trivia time. First question. Oh, of course, and the 5th question is for a voucher at the Summerhill Hotel, which will be a who am I question.
So Rachel Smith, stop answering that question. You cannot win the prize.
Yeah, let someone else have a go, Rach. But do catch. Is Rach on it tomorrow? I saw Kelly. They got a special guest tomorrow, don't they?
Yeah, Linda's on tomorrow.
Linda, can you explain who Linda is?
She is one of the Foundation 13 members, long-time supporter of the club, huge supporter of the NRLW team. She'll be a great listen. So anyone who's enjoying Hear Her Roar, make sure you check that out tomorrow.
And the chat with Marina Go is really good too, if you want to go back and watch that one as well. Quick hitter. Has Sean Bloor played more first-grade games for the Storm or the Tigers?
That's a good question. I'm going to say
you can say
you can
this
answer
one.
this one.
You don't have to write it down, Huff. You can just say it. It's an A or B question.
I reckon he's played more games for us.
So do I.
It's actually not even close. He's played way more games for the Storm.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's not even close.
He was injured the whole time he was with us.
But he also played a lot of second grade for the Storm too. That's what crossed my mind when I actually went to look it up.
Wow.
Jay, if you move on to the next slide, or it might be a bit of a delay coming up on my screen. I think it's 50. He's played 50 for the Storm, 33 for the Tigers. So yeah, that surprised me. That's not even close. But he might come back. I hold out hope. I'll leave the line. The porch light's still on.
You're still hoping Tim Brasher comes back, aren't you?
Yeah, Tim, bloody Super League. Don't get me started. Question 2. How many times have we beaten the Storm away from home? So across 26 years?
Once.
So it's going to be closest to pin, so I'm going to go 2 just so I beat you.
Can you remember any?
I think I remember 1.
I don't. No, I can't remember any.
I went down to one of them back in the early days when they were at where they used to play before.
The Olympic.
We've beaten them a couple of times at
Olympic
White Card
Park.
Oval. Beat them in the rain. We had Chris Lawrence run from a scrum win to win a game against the Storm one
Isn't
night.
it down there?
Away. Talking about
away.
away games.
Away.
Away games.
I think.
Okay, that's. Yeah, I can't remember any down there. Definitely wasn't last year.
What, you don't remember the Cleary era win?
No.
You don't remember the Cleary era win? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reveal, please, Joe. So twice. Yeah, 2018.
Hey.
You pulled that out of your ass.
2012, I was actually at that one. 2012 was actually an Origin week, so they didn't have Cam Smith, Cooper Cronk, or anyone playing. I was actually flew down for that one. It was freezing cold that night, but man, it was good. I didn't care. It was Origin week.
Was that at
Still
Amy
beat 'em.
Park?
Yeah.
Good ground, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very similar to, from memory. It was 14 years ago,
Great
but yeah, it's pretty good. But no Leichhardt Oval. In the 2005 loss to the Storm in round 25, which 2 West Tigers players played in that game but did not play in the grand final? Mr. Bashara is in the in the comments. Let us know in the comments. 2 players played in the last game. Of course, we lost our last 2 games of the season that year. One with the Panthers, and then went down to Melbourne and lost as well, and then won the grand final.
There would have been a second roller because O'Neill was out in the lead up to the semis.
Any thoughts?
No idea.
Just pick 2 players. 2 grand final.
Well, the ones are
Shannon McDonald.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
reveal.
Oh, Jason D nailed it. How good's Jason D's? He was close actually. Bronson Harrison and John Wilson.
There you go. So I was way off anyway.
Yeah. Jason D's nailed that. God, he's got a good memory.
He's Googled that.
yeah,
Jason D.
Bryce Gibbs and him, maybe. Bryce Gibbs and Shane Elford didn't play and then played in the semis the next week. But yeah, I remember being at the Penrith game and just thinking, what's going on here? Like, we're in all of a sudden.
The first 20 minutes of that Penrith game was very good for us, though.
Yeah.
We actually played
weird.
that.
It was almost
really
like
good
Sheen's
football, and then it was like we pulled up stumps.
Yeah, it was
went
almost like
home.
Sheen's tanked to get the Cowboys round week 1.
Well, that worked.
The West Tigers have beaten the Storm 12 times. How many of those weren't at Leichhardt Oval?
You just gave that away about 2 minutes ago,
It's more than 2, Shane.
didn't you?
This includes home games.
Yeah, this one includes home games.
They've beaten the Storm 12 times in 26 years. How many wins weren't at Leichhardt Oval?
Oh, weren't.
Yeah. So every ground in the world other than Leichhardt
So
Oval.
the 2 from the previous question, plus any others.
I want to say 12. You just said before.
12 out of 12.
We've never,
You know,
we never beaten the Storm at
we
Leichhardt.
have.
No, I never said that.
Didn't you?
No, that's why I made this question.
So I'm going. I'm going to say 8.
Yeah.
6.
How many goes you
It's
want
only
to have?
4.
It's only 4.
So the only times we've beaten them, other than the 2 at Melbourne, one at Mount Smart, the same year we beat them at
I
Melbourne.
remember that Gosford game.
One at Gosford I was at.
Benji did his shoulder, and Chris Lawrence moved to 5'8" and scored a couple of tries.
Correct. Yep. So we've only beaten them 4 times, not at Leichhardt Oval in 26 years. But we've beaten them 8 times at Leichhardt Oval. So maybe we should play them at Leichhardt more often. Do we play them again this year? We only got them once this year.
Yeah,
Once is enough.
I'm lucky if I know what games are coming up 2 weeks in advance.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think we have them at home this year. I could be wrong. Right. Who am I? So, if you're first to answer in the chat, unless you're a host of another, I know there's a couple of hosts of other podcasts on our channel answering. So, if you, Mr. Bashara and Rach, would refrain from answering, if you do know it, let someone else try and win it. But the first comment to get this will win the $25 voucher to these. Pardon me. Dare Ice Coffee coming back up to the Summerhill Hotel. Who am I? Was born on the 20th of February 1986 in Whakarangi. Whakarangi? I think that's the. I could be WHANGAREI in obviously New Zealand. Proud Maori background. As a teenager, moved to Australia to chase his NRL dream. Became a tough, uncompromising forward known for his aggression, work rate, and leadership on the field. Off the field, he was known as a respected senior figure, often mentoring younger players. In rugby league terms, he made his debut in 2006 and ended up playing over 300 NRL games. Represented New Zealand as well in more than 50 tests and was part of the 2008 World Cup winning side. He also captained New Zealand, known for his versatility, playing as a prop and a second rower. He played.
Come on, Shane, that's an easy one.
He played for multiple teams, including the Melbourne Storm, Brisbane Broncos, West Tigers, and the Warriors. He was also co-captain of the West Tigers at one point, and
No, got nothing.
Nothing.
Not this
Do we? Gary?
Does anyone have it?
Can you do initials?
Yeah, very, very much not a fan favourite at the Tigers, mate.
We let
Played
go.
mostly on the second row.
Oh, Adam Blair.
Yeah.
He was a cat. That was our worst buy.
Who got it? Did anyone get it?
Remember when he owned it?
so
Remember when
according
he
to our
owned up
comments-
after he left us? Yeah, I just didn't give my, I didn't.
Mate, he played in
My
that
best.
game where Matt Grote got absolutely hammered time and again,
Why bring that?
and he
why
ran
use
for
him?
12
He
metres.
was the worst.
Senior player, 5 hit-ups, 12 metres when you got an 18-year-old prop getting belted.
He was the number one forward at Melbourne before he came to us.
And we let Andrew Fafita go for him.
Wow.
Okay, so Jesse got it, but Jesse lives in another Queenslander. Queenslanders keep winning our trivia, and she's donated it to who was it, Jay? Faceless Void. So Faceless Void.
Is that your burner account, Shane?
Show your face, Faceless Void, so we can give you your $25 voucher at the Summer Hill Hotel, and feel free to join us for the trivia night on Monday week. So send us a DM or email at podcast@westlife.com. How I will recognise a Faceless Void, I'm not sure, but
Is he in Sydney? Are you in Sydney? Faceless Void.
he might not. He's
He's
all right,
in Adelaide.
Jason D's in
Somewhere else.
Adelaide, is he?
I think he's Adelaide. I think.
Someone else is in Poland. We've got Ruth in Florida. Do any of our listeners
Is there
live?
anyone in Sydney?
Yeah, does anyone live in Sydney other than Rob Bashara? Brock
The prize
is in,
just goes
Brock
to
is in
someone.
Melbourne.
Prize just goes to anyone who lives here.
Should just say, whoever meets us at iChoice in the corner of and Strathfield will give you the $25 voucher.
Shane's groupies are already out there waiting.
Faceless Void said, "How did I win? I don't know. You were second, so slide into our DMs, Faceless Void. You win the $25 voucher." God, we're already an hour in. Time just flies by when you're having fun. Other grades for the weekend. The Maggies had a
Mighty
good win.
Black and White's got up.
Finally, is that second win of the year?
Second win.
Hmm.
But they've come close.
Flogged them 28-4 over the Jets at Henson Park.
Good crowd out there too at Henson.
Did
There
you
always
go?
is. Tommy Radonica's Cup.
Mm.
So I said last week there's a strong camaraderie between the Newtown and the Magpie fans.
Mm.
So you probably wouldn't have been welcome there either, Gaz.
From both sides. Next time I go to Lidcombe, I'm going to take you as my bodyguard, Shane.
I'll come.
I'm not very popular at Lidcombe Oval.
Jersey Flag got a win as well, 26-18. Glassy
Glassy.
with the for the hat trick or a double. Glassy. He had a good, very, very good debut for the Jersey Flag side as well. This week, the both teams are playing in Melbourne. Jersey Flag, the New South Wales Cup side is playing before first grade at 11:30.
That's on channel. That's on Fox Sports.
Fox, yeah. It's on
So you can watch that without using Bar TV. I think it's called.
Yep.
So.
Bar TV will be showing the Jersey Flag at 1:00 at Gosh's Paddock in Victoria. Do you know where that is?
Wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah, I don't know my Victorian paddocks very well. But
It should be soft underfoot though.
soft underfoot. It's in the middle of Flemington Racecourse.
They remove the cow pats and out you go.
But that's good that they're getting prime time on Fox.
I think the 2 p.m. Sunday usually does.
Yeah.
But it'd be good to see some
Another win,
players.
hopefully.
Hopefully, they get up as well. All right, tips for this week. Let's get through these quickly. Dolphins Bulldogs Thursday night, tomorrow night.
Dogs.
Dolphins.
Where's that at?
Dolphins.
Change
Chooks Titans.
East.
Chooks.
East.
Yeah, Chooks are in good form. Cowboys Eels.
Cows. That's my special for the week, everyone. get on.
Is that like
There's no way. There's no way Parramatta are winning that.
Is that like the
It's-
special we were to beat the Broncos?
Jason Taumalolo breaks JT's record as the most capped Cowboy. So they're not going to lose that.
Good stat. Nice work. Dragons Knights.
Knights.
Will Dragons win a game this year?
Wish we were playing them for
There's
the next
definitely
4
a
weeks.
chance they
Watch them
don't.
beat it. Watch them beat
There's
us.
definitely a chance they don't.
That'll be worse than getting done by 50, losing the Saints.
Rabbits, Sharks. That's the tough one.
Rabbits.
Yeah, Rabbits.
Manly, Broncos.
Where at?
Manly.
Brookvale.
Mm.
I'm going
Sunday.
to the Broncos.
Sunday.
Yeah, you know what? I reckon the Broncos.
Saturday night.
I reckon
Bronx?
the Broncos will get them.
They got like 14 players out.
They got Reece Walsh though.
Yeah, that's good. It's a Walsh v Turbo.
Turbo,
battle.
is he back or is he still out?
Oh, is he out? Is he?
I think he's out.
I'm not
Turbo.
sure.
Yeah.
I don't have the team list in front of me. Storm Tigers.
Tigers.
Storm.
Yeah, I'll tip the Storm for a bit of emotional hedging this week. And Raiders Panthers is the last game.
Is that in Canberra?
Mm.
I'm going to tip an upset. I reckon the Raiders will get him.
Panthers.
Manly nearly got him
That's true.
Sunday.
Yeah, that's true.
18-16. I think the Raiders
Panthers.
can get him.
Fully healthy, we might get the Panthers. How far away do we have to play the Panthers? It's during
long
Origin.
weekend.
That's right, June. Who will we have? Everyone back bar Samuela by then? Touch possibly.
Yeah, it's about 4 weeks.
Yeah,
So,
we
yeah.
might have Adam back by then. Hopefully. They're your tips, are they? So, Big J's gone. Finns, East, Cows, Knights, Sharks, Bronx, West, Penrith.
Exact same as mine, I think. Oh, yeah, I didn't go the
Yeah, I went
Sharks.
for Sharks. I have to respect them after that.
Do you?
What for?
Why?
Why?
Flat
I
track
ain't-
bullies,
I ain't
and
showing
we're
no
a flat
respect.
track.
They
I
weren't
think-
even that good.
I don't know. I just feel like, something might happen. Souths aren't unbeatable, even though they're really good.
Turn your mic off, Jay.
Rough.
Thank you to
Shut him
Jay.
down.
Thank
Shut
you,
him
Jay.
down.
Thank you to Jay. He's done a great job tonight. Only joking, mate. It's my hatred for the Sharks, not you, mate.
Mate, if I could turn chains off, it would have been off ages ago.
We're going to comment, I think, Jay, if you that someone who is a member, if you are a member of the channel at West Tigers TV, you do get a free like super chat every month, I believe, and I think someone did drop one earlier somewhere. If you go to there's like a thing at the top that you can see it. Yeah, it's disappeared on mine too. I didn't know it. Oh, I just realized you can actually put the comments live up on the screen. There you go. Someone did drop one before. Hang on 1 second. So if you want to become a member for $5 a month, support the show, it helps pay for the studio for these boys at Claws Out as
Speaking
well.
of members, I was speaking to West Tigers yesterday, chasing up my members hat. They still haven't sent me.
Oh yeah. Do you want mine? I don't wear mine.
Nah, I'm not going to wear
Actually,
it.
my
I
son
was gonna give it
wears
away.
mine.
You should get this nice black and orange one, mate.
Nah, I was going to get it. But they told me, I asked what's their membership, and it ticked over 12,000 last week.
Oh, they didn't
So
even
we're
advertise
slowly,
that.
yeah, we're slowly
guess-
creeping up there.
Yeah. I mean, it should be.
Yeah,
what do
it's
we
a-
got to do to get? We should have 20,000.
It's a long way.
We've got a
from
lot
what
of
it should be.
fans. It's yeah.
We're going to have a few hundred. I mean, I've got so many family members who aren't members.
This is my first year.
Did Rob get a membership this year?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I think he called. I think he believes it entitles him to call the club every day. So I think he's just constantly on the
I
phone
let
to
him
them.
strut
Gets
when he walks through that
Yeah,
foyer.
I'm a member now.
Well, you probably got to just say Richo in case he saw Richo when he goes to training.
He's allowed to talk
Yeah,
to him.
Richo won't speak to anyone unless you say your membership, but he doesn't have to worry about that. With
Mate, I might have to get a membership. So Rob's got a quote.
Sean will speak to you for free though.
Yeah. All right,
Oh,
that
sure.
just about does it for this week. Thank you, Jay, for pushing the buttons this week. We'll be back next week to review the game against the Storm and then preview. I'm off to Magic Round next weekend. Can't wait to get up to Brisbane for that. Hopefully get a win against Manly, but taking on the Storm first. Thank you to everyone who joined us on the show tonight. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're not currently subscribed yet. Become a member, and you do get access to our Discord too. If you are a YouTube member, send us a DM, quote your membership name, and I will give you access to the Discord. The Discord's been I'm struggling to keep up. Lots going on. Lots of people talking about all sorts of things in the Discord. It's one great big community that we've built in there. All right. Any last words?
Just hopefully I'm wrong about my tip.
And your jacket.
And it wouldn't be the first time you're wrong, so.
Very rarely happens.
As always, go the West Tigers.
Go the West Tigers.
Go the West Tigers.
Thanks for listening to West Tigers Life Podcast. What a great show. Love that Rob Bichara. Check out all their episodes and content at westtigers.com.au. What great content. Watch Coach's Report with Adel live by joining patreon.com/West's Life. What a great deal. Join their Discord as well. Wow, fantastic. Please grab that subscribe button by the